Mhm. Okay, so hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Elise, and I'm happy to welcome you to the second session of Educational Bridge with our guest from the Cordon Bleu Paris. So we have today Ingrid, representative of one of the most renowned culinary schools in the world. Ingrid, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us again.
Hello, Vasquez. Thank you very much for having me again with you for the second time. Really happy to talk with you and with your students about Le Cordon Bleu and a little bit more of the gastronomy and food industry world.
Yes, great. So Ingrid and I will continue sharing insights about programs available for international students. We'll talk about the admission process, the opportunities that such university can give you to all of the international students. So I just wanted to say that all of the viewers of our stream can send their questions to our chat, and we will try to cover as many of them as possible. I think that's it, Ingrid. You can start your presentation and please talk to us a bit more about your university.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much. I will share my screen so you can have access to my presentation. Just 1 second. Perfect. So as it was saying, I represent Le Cordon Bleu Paris, and well, we'll start with the introduction on our institute and what's the culinary arts programs. So Le Cordon Bleu is the largest network in culinary arts. So everything started here in Paris 130 years ago. So we have 130 years of experience dedicated to the culinary arts. And today we count with 35 different institutes in 20 different countries. So our strength, of course, is going to be our alumni, our chefs, and all the partnerships that we have created with universities and also in the professional environment. So specifically talking about the campus here in Paris, choosing Le Cordon Bleu Paris means choosing 130 years of experience. It's choosing also different programs that are held by chefs, professional chefs, and teachers that have worked several years in the industry and that today they share their experience with us. And of course, this represents on the different recognitions that Le Cordon Bleu Paris has achieved. For example, it has been awarded in several years the recognitions as World Best Culinary Training Institution, as well as the French Excellence Award. So everything started here in Paris, and also today we count with a second location, which is in Hôtel de la Marine, Place de la Concorde, an historical building here in France. So one of our strengths, as I was saying, is gonna be the chefs that are gonna be your mentors and that are gonna be your teachers. So we have chefs that have been awarded the best craftsman of France recognition, starting by our director, Chef Briffard, and all of our chefs, they have had different recognitions and different awards. For example, we can name some as the best baker of Europe, best baker of the world, and all of our chefs have different recognitions as the Michelin stars Michelin, and they have worked in hotels, in palace, in France, and also around the globe. So our big strength and what makes the difference in Le Cordon Bleu Paris is absolutely our chefs, all the experience, and that today they are here to transmit these years and years of experience. So today we count with over 100 different nationalities. So the international part is a big, important point for the Cordon Bleu. It's part of its DNA, I would say, as well as, well, today we are in 20 different countries, but we also, in Paris, we receive over 100 different nationalities, which is great point for our students. So it's a really international environment, and this creates a richer experience for our students once that they are here. Also, in terms of profiles, we have different kind of students, from the students that they come right after high school, to others that they are looking for the specialization. Well, we're gonna get a little bit more into detail on that, but it's also important to highlight the variety of profiles that we receive every year. So to start with the culinary arts, we are gonna have three main areas of expertise, which is gonna be cuisine, pastry, and bakery. So as I was saying, we have different kind of profiles that will come to Le Cordon Bleu for different reasons. So we have three main kind of profiles. So the ones that we are gonna call the passion-driven learners, which is the students that they are looking for a short-term skill and development. For example, could be a student that has just finished high school and is looking for short-term program during the gap year before starting a different program. So that's kind of one example of the profile. The second is going to be the aspiring professionals, meaning those who want a professionally culinary training to become professional chefs. And the third profile that we're gonna find is gonna be the future entrepreneurs, meaning those that they want to know the technical knowledge on how to have all the skills in the kitchen, but they also want the business expertise. They want to know also how to run a business, how to open their own business, and it's going to be the management side that they are also going to be looking for. So this is the three main profiles that we receive, and that also correspond to the different programs that we are going to offer. So for the aspiring professionals, the most complete program is going to be the Grand Diplôme, which is the program that combines both culinary diploma and pastry diploma. And then we also have the different combinations that can be done, or the different formats. So we have cuisine diploma, as we saw it, pastry diploma, and bakery, which is going to be the diplôme de boulangerie. And then from there, we can have some additional and add-on programs like cuisine plus pastry gives to the Grand Diplôme. And we also have a pathway that combines pastry and then bakery. For the aspiring professionals, we also have a specific pathway that we call it the professional pathway, which is gonna add three professional applications in the program. So the first one is gonna be a 3 months application here at the institute, where the students are gonna have different missions. Then a second one that is gonna be also during the superior level at our second location at Hotel de la Marine. And well, the whole purpose of these applications at the institute is to train and prepare students for the actual internship, which is going to be an internship of 4 to 6 months. And of course, this is a big plus for those who are looking to start a career. We also have specialized programs that is going to be to level up the skills. For example, we have the diploma in pastry innovation and wellness for those who already have completed a program in pastry, and natural ferments in boulangerie, which is for those who have already completed the bakery program and they are looking for a specialization. And then we also have some other programs that are open to anyone who wants to start a program specialized. For example, that would be the diploma in gastronomy, nutrition, and food trends, as well as the plant-based programs. So we have two plant-based programs, the one that is focused 100% in the pastry, and another one that is focused 100% in the cuisine. And we also have another program that it's gonna be the wine and management diploma. So this is a 10 months program that includes also an internship that is going to be dedicated to those who want to work in the wine industry. Same thing, we're going to have different kind of profiles. So those that they want to work in the import export, those who wants to be sommelier, or that they want to work as cavist. So we have different kind of profiles that are joining us for this program that is actually a double degree between Le Cordon Bleu and the University of Reims. So this program, as I was saying, includes an internship of 6 months. It includes also over 1,000 hours of training and tasting. And also that differentiates this program from another program is that we are going to be really in the field. So we have 4 trips that are planned during this year, and that are to visit different vineyards here in France to know more about the different regions. So for this specific program, we're going to require C1 level of English, and to have minimum 18 years and a high school diploma as minimum. This program has a single intake per year, which is in September. Then we're gonna pass to higher education. So we also offer a program that is the Bachelor of Science in Culinary Design Management. This program is offered jointly with the University Paris Dauphine. So this is a 3-year program. And this program is also fully taught in English. I would like to start first with a small presentation about the program, and then we can go into the details.
Bachelor of Science in Culinary Design Management. The new bachelor is fascinating because it's a one-of-a-kind, very unique program where we're going to have a double diploma. So you have a diploma from the University Paris Dauphine, which is one of the best universities in France, like the Ivy League of France. And then you have the Cordon Bleu, also having a diploma from them, and they have obviously an excellent international reputation in everything that is culinary and gastronomy.
My name is Dr. Caicedo. I am a professor in food sustainability. I have a background in culinary arts as a chef for 17 years, and I'm responsible for the new bachelor program in Cordon Bleu. This program is designed for young professionals who want to become the leaders of the new food sector. This is one of the very few programs to combine the management sciences and culinary arts and gastronomy in one program.
Well, on our side, we really take care of the management side of things. So on our side, it's going to be anything from accounting and finance to finding investment if you want to make a startup, to marketing, AI as well. At Dauphine, we have a lot of new technology and courses in AI.
This program is bringing together the the sustainability, the digitization of the world, the new solution mindset to lead the food sector. The most important skill in this program that the students will gain is the problem solving, designing the solutions for the future.
They have 3 years of study, and they have an internship in the middle, and at the end, they have an international experience where they'll be going to London, which is a great thing as well. We have a campus in London, and so they'll book some experiences to be.
Paris is a hub of gastronomy. Having a program like this enables the student to explore the rich gastronomy culture of Paris, to experience life in Paris.
It is the city when you think about food. So there's all the restaurants, there's all the companies, there's a bunch of history as well. There's a real culture of food, and it's a beautiful place to be.
After graduation from this program, students can become consultants, they can design solutions, they can create new concepts, and they can bring all this innovative thinking to the industry.
We'll be thrilled to welcome you to this new program in Paris, and we hope that you'll join us soon.
Join our Bachelor of Science in Culinary Design Management in the Cordon Bleu in the next session in partnership with Breton University.
Great. So you had a small introduction onto this Bachelor of Science in Culinary Design Management that is offered jointly with the University Paris Dauphine. Now I would like to get more into detail on who is the University Paris Dauphine, which is our partner for this program. So we presented already the Cordon Bleu. Now I'm gonna present quickly the University Paris Dauphine. Sorry. So the University Paris Dauphine is one of the most renowned universities here in France. So this university is ranked among the best 50 universities in the world. And here we're going to be talking about Shanghai ranking, QS ranking. So this program takes place both in the campus of Le Cordon Bleu, as you can see it, and the campus in Paris Dauphine. So here you have a map of Paris to give you a better idea on where your classes would be taking place. So the Université Paris Dauphine is around the area of the Arc de Triomphe, and Le Cordon Bleu Paris, we are located next to the Eiffel Tower. So as you can see it, in terms of the map, they are really close to each other, and we can tell you that these are great areas in Paris to be a student. So now let's dig into detail regarding the program itself. So as you can tell by the name, as you saw on the video, this program is management oriented. So what do we mean when we talk about design management? So design management is an approach of management that is going to be focused on providing tailor-made solutions to a particular setting, condition, project, or perspective of an organization. So here we are gonna have a specific approach on management for the culinary and food industry. So how does the design management apply to the gastronomy and food business? So as we were saying, we are going to have all the tools of the management side. So we are going to have modern techniques and technology, and we are going to apply it to the industry in terms of our business plans, in terms of the project management. Then we are also going to have a different approach to the industry. Like, of course, we're going to have first the time to know the gastronomy and food industry, and then we're going to give it a new vision. So we're going to be seeing all the side of the sustainability, which is more and more important these days, and we're going to be driving into innovation. So that's going to make us create new experience, creating new products, and of course to respond to the new trends that we're going to see in the industry, as well as proposing new ideas and solutions for where we want this industry to go. So this is the highlight point of the program itself, that it's going to allow us to see and understand the industry, to learn all the techniques, and also to be able to provide a new vision and solutions for your restaurant, for your company, for whatever we want to apply it. So this program itself is gonna be working specifically in certain areas. So we said it already, it's gonna be the design management. Then we're gonna have also the part that is related to accounting and finance. We're also gonna study the regulatory framework of the industry. We're gonna also be supported by the digital technologies and all the tools. Then we're also gonna have this approach on the sustainability, and of course, something that it's a must is the entrepreneurship side of it. So for those who want to create their own establishment, or for those who want to work more on the managerial side of it. And all of this is going to be integrated into a design project, which is going to be a big part of the program. So all the part that is business plan and conceiving an idea and conceiving solutions that are going to put all together the different sides of it. So this is as you can see it, and as we were said in the video, this is a really holistic view of the industry. So you're gonna have all the different tools that you're gonna need in terms of the management. So you're gonna have a larger view of the industry. You're gonna be learning everything from the science of food to the framework that it's working to us in terms of regulation. But you're also going to see the parts that are involved in the industry, such as the communication or the marketing side. So the idea is to give students a complete tool set. That way they can identify the specific sector where they would like to specialize and work. So here you have a concrete vision on what the curriculum looks like. So for every year, we're gonna have a specific objective, and you can see clearly which classes would be assured by Le Cordon Bleu and which by the University Paris Dauphine. Once again, so as it's all the gastronomy, costume service side, and for the University Paris Dauphine, it's going to be everything that is related to the management side. In terms of career opportunities, well, as you could see, this program goes on different directions. So it gives you the opportunity to work as a consultant, for example, to create new products, new beverage, new experience. You can also be working not only on the gastronomy industry, but also in the food industry as a whole. So working also for places and companies such as Nestle or Danone, that they are working with food on a larger scale. And well, here you have other examples of the careers and path that you can follow after graduation. And well, specifically for this program, in terms of the application process, since it's a program that is offered jointly with the University Paris Dauphine, you will present a file that it will be reviewed by a joint committee between Le Cordon Bleu and the University Paris Dauphine. For the culinary arts programs, so in terms of requirement, it's going to be still being at least 18 by the moment that you start the program, holding a high school diploma at least as a minimum by the moment that you start the program. And well, for the wine management and the bachelor's program, as we saw it, those are programs that are fully in English. So the level of English is going to be required. For the culinary arts, the classes itself, they are in French and they are simultaneously translated into English, meaning that if you're an English speaker and you don't speak French, that's not a problem. You can join also our programs. And well, we saw it before, so specifically for the wine management program, the level required for in terms of English is going to be a C1 level. And you have the rest of the documents that are required in order to start your application. So, well, talking other than the academic side of it and the what to expect in terms of the program, something that is really important for us is all to highlight the student experience. So, studying in Paris means studying in home to the world famous museums, having access to a rich offer in terms of art and culture. Of course, Paris is gastronomy capital, so you will have access and inspiration on a everyday basis in terms of all the restaurants, all the bakeries, all the different places that you can find. That after are going to be also an opportunity in terms of your internship or even employment. You can also access two different monuments and places that are historical and that they are UNESCO sites. As we were saying before, Paris is also a really international city, so it would be also a moment to meet people from every side of the world, also to try, going back to the gastronomy and the food, to try food from every side of the world. And also something that is quite convenient is that Paris is really well communicated in terms of transportation. You can visit and enjoy all France or even all Europe, since Paris has it's really well communicated. Specifically for students, you have advantages in terms of the trains, in terms of public transportation, in terms of well, everything that we said before. Also, you have access to discounts for museums, so you can actually enjoy everything in every aspect when you are living in Paris. Also, in terms of France, so you have also the advantage that we have access to public social security, and also the term of being a student also gives you access to medical coverage. As I was saying, we have different access and discount for the cultural life, so museums, cinemas, theaters, also public libraries are free and open for all students. Same thing for transportation. So inside Paris, so for everything that is the metro and the tramway, you have specific discounts as a student, as well as the trains to visit other cities around France. Also, something that is really valuable with the student visa is that student visa in France also allows you to work 960 hours per year, which is the equivalent of a half-time job in France, which can be split in different periods. So for those that prefer to use them only during the weekends or during the summer, it is possible. And well, you have as a whole a lot of different experiences and different events that are specially focused for students. So other than the program itself, something that is really valuable is the student experience as a whole in France and specifically in Paris. So that would be it on my side. So if we want, we can go to the questions.
Yes, thank you so much, Ingrid, for the presentation. It was really interesting to hear, and I think it's insightful and useful for those who wanted to study at your university. So yes, we'll have a Q&A session right now. I just wanted to remind to all the people watching that you can send your questions to the chat, and we'll try to answer all of them. I see already a number of questions, so indeed, if you don't mind, I'll start with the first couple of ones. So we have a few questions that are questioning about financial aid and grants. Can you please explain if you have any of them available for the students?
So in terms of finance, it's mainly our students that they are self-founded. So unfortunately, we don't offer any kind of scholarship coming from us directly.
All right, okay. Is it possible to transfer from China without starting first year of studying again?
Well, it depends on which kind of program you are doing. I guess maybe it's more focused for the bachelors. So for the bachelors, we only receive applications for the first year, meaning that you cannot apply directly to the second year.
All right, understand. Is there an interview or portfolio required for admission?
Yes, so it will depend on the program that you're looking for. So for the culinary arts program, we are gonna request your curriculum, your motivation letter, your high school degree as minimum level, and the proof of French or English. For the other programs, we are gonna add, meaning for the bachelor's program, we are gonna add also the transcript of the high school degree. If you already hold a bachelor's degree, we are gonna also request the transcript for the bachelor's as well.
All right, okay. Is professional experience required before applying?
No prior experience is required for none of the programs. So for all of them, including the culinary arts, you will start from the basic level, and then you're gonna move up to the more superior level. So you don't need any prior experience or knowledge on the area that it's for the culinary arts or for the bachelor's. You just need to hold a high school degree.
All right, understand. Are there any age restrictions for applicants?
Could you repeat that question? Sorry.
Are there any age restrictions?
No, so it would be just a minimum of age to be 18 by the moment that you start the program, and then there's not age limit.
I understand. Do you have dormitories for international students? And if not, can your university help with that for students?
We don't have dorms, but we do work with agencies that they offer different kind of solutions. For example, those who want to stay with a family, those who want to share an apartment with other students, or for those who are looking for an individual studio. So we're working with different agencies that offer solutions for all the different requests that a student can be looking for.
All right, okay. Is it possible to stay and work in France after graduation?
It will depend also in terms of the schedule. So for the culinary arts program, it's for example, for the Grand Diplôme, you're gonna be having classes like 30 hours per week. So that doesn't make it necessarily compatible with having a job. But for example, if you're looking to do it after the program or during the weekends, you can do it since the visa allows it.
All right. Can applicants from Russia apply to your programs?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Of course, yeah. Can applicants from Russia apply to your programs?
Yes, absolutely. So all the applications are done online. So anyone from any nationality and every side of the world, they can apply to any of our programs.
All right, okay. Is French language proficiency required for admission?
It's not required as long as you speak English, for example, for the culinary arts programs. It is though recommended and recommended for the wine management program in the bachelor's for the internship, and it's required for the culinary arts programs for the internship. So the reason it's mainly since we know that students can benefit from better opportunities in terms of internship when they have a basic level of French, which is gonna be an A2 level, so a basic level. But for the classes and for application, it's not required. It would be more by the moment that they start the internship.
All right, okay. Good evening. I want to ask, should I start preparing for a master's program now? If I've completed the second year of my bachelor's program, I still have 2 more years to go.
So at the campus in Paris, we don't offer master's programs. The only one that is kind of equivalent is that we receive students that they have completed a bachelor's and they continue more as the level of master's would be the wine management. So for that one, we recommend to start your application 4 months in advance. And for the culinary arts programs, you might want to have a look on the London campus. They do offer master's programs.
All right. Next question. Hello, could you please talk a bit more about internships, where international students can have internships?
That's a really good question. So it's gonna depend already on the program that you're doing and also what's your professional project. For example, if you are studying cuisine or pastry, for example, or even if you're in the Bachelor's of Science and you're interested in the gastronomy world, you can have your internship in places such as palaces, hotels, or Michelin-rated restaurants. If you are looking more to open your own business, in that case, we might recommend to do your internship in a self-owned establishment, so you can also apply the managerial side of it. So this is something really important, that we work with the students to take the time to understand what they want to do after graduations, to help them find the best place according to their objectives. So yeah.
All right. Approximately how much are the monthly living expenses for international students?
So in terms of accommodation, for example, it's gonna be from 1,000, and for food and regular activities, maybe around 500. I can share some useful links that are done by Campus France, which is the governmental official organization institution from France that promotes education, French education abroad, and they have the references specifically per cities, where you can see the detail on how much you're gonna spend on housing, on food, on transport. But yeah, to give you a general idea, it might be from 1,500 to 2,000, more or less. Like, also it depends on your lifestyle, but to give you one idea.
All right, thank you for the rough estimations. I think it will be helpful. So we have a few questions more, if you don't mind. So how important are academic grades in the application process?
It will depend once again on the program. So if it's the bachelor's, it is gonna be something that we're gonna look, meaning you're gonna have classes such as finance, accounting. So for example, if you have good grades in maths or in the scientific areas, this is gonna give you extra points, and it's gonna make you have a strong application. If you're looking for the culinary arts, for example, the cuisine or the pastry diploma, grades, they don't really matter, because what you're gonna be doing is completely different.
All right, I see. So I think we'll have our last question. Do students have enough time to balance their studies with part-time work?
That's also a really good question. Something that I didn't say in the presentation, for the culinary arts programs specifically, we have two formats: the standard, so which is around 18 and 20 hours per week. So in that case, you can have more time to enjoy Paris or to have another different activity. And we also offer an intensive format. So that's mainly for students that they want a more immersive experience and that they don't have much time. So it's like a fast track. In that case, well, most of your time is going to be in the institute, and you won't have much time to have other activities. But you can have that time either before starting the program or after starting the program, specifically for the intensive format. Otherwise, for the standard, we're mainly students that they choose this format. It's to have the time to have a side activity.
All right, okay. So I think that's it for our Q&A session and for our webinar. It was really great to hear once again from you, Ingrid, and to learn about more about the programs, about the opportunities that studying at Cordon Bleu Paris can give to international students. So thank you so much for being here with us again. And if you have any last words to potential students, please go ahead.
Well, thank you very much, Aziza, for having me a second time. It's always a pleasure to be with you. And well, one last final words, it would be for students to actually consider all the possibilities that exist in the gastronomy and the food industry world. It's a great time to complete a career and to dedicate to something that passionate as the gastronomy and the food industries.
All right, great. Thank you for all of those who were watching us. This was an educational bridge. We aim to connect students from Central Asia with leading universities around the world, and we will continue hosting conversations like this in the future. I hope to see all of you on our upcoming sessions. Goodbye and have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.